Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and to get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically. Set attention to your mind and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So today I'm going to talk on bringing expectation down, right? Because expectation is along the same lines as desiring, right? And it's not a bad thing to desire. Desire is very, very, very normal. We're all born with it. But desiring can bring you out of the present moment, right? And it can actually lead to feelings of separation and disconnectedness, right? And expectations are the exact same thing, right? So I'm gonna go in on expectations and maybe even desire. So let's get into this. So expectations and desire. You don't want to always hold expectations within yourself, because expectations, even desiring, is very much misleading, and it's also, it brings you out of the here and now, right? And the now, the eternal now, is center, is all that there actually is truth, okay, is all, is everything, okay, and everything else, which is pretty much desiring, doesn't actually exist, because to desire is to want something that is not within the here and now. So very, very simply, when you are desiring anything, let's say you're desiring a snack, right? So you're desiring a snack. The only reason, or the only way you can actually desire a snack, is if you don't already have that snack right here and now, and if you aren't already eating on the snack, right? That's the only way you can desire it. So that means that you're desiring something which you do not have, right? So the fact that you don't have this means that it isn't currently here and now, so it doesn't actually exist. So when you're desiring it, when you're looking towards whatever it is that doesn't actually exist here in the present moment with what is going on, which is eternity, then you're only misleading yourself, or you're only entangling yourself in an illusory concept, which is like a direction or something, you know. But the liberation is being here now with what is, rather than what isn't, you know. But they both come together. So expectations is the same thing. When you're expecting anything, um, you're kind of like getting entangled in this type of imagery, or this type of destination that you have fixed within your mind, and you're living in accordance with whatever it is that you fixed, right? And you're expecting it. You're expecting to have that snack, right? But then let's say you go to the fridge and you look for the snack and somebody ate it, right? But you didn't account for that. So then you kind of, it depends on the degree of your fixation on it. It then leads to a small type of fit, or whatever it may be, however strongly attached you were to whatever it was that you were fixating yourself on. right? So when you're expecting things, you're fixating on this destination, you're fixating yourself on that completion or whatever it may be, and it could not happen. You don't actually know. It's like you don't actually know if you're gonna die tomorrow or not. You know, it can happen. It can happen to anybody. You can just die. Um, so so don't expect anything, because if you are expecting things, it can lead to over entanglement, right? Unless you have an imbalanced system, then it could be useful, right? But it's best not to, I guess, because it lets you come more into the flow of what is rather than what isn't here now, which here now is deliberating, deliberation, um, projecting yourself into past or future is going to entangle you, right? Because they don't actually exist. The past has been past. Future is not here. And all there is now. So expecting and desiring is going to actually project you out of the here and now, as simply as it is. Um, and this can actually bring in a more meditative state as well if you're able to understand or realize the wisdom of not expecting, or the wisdom of non-desire. Then you can just allow yourself to be more often, and then you can start observing yourself more deeply, and you're going to find yourself in deeper meditative states, right? So you got to accept it first. You got to accept the desires that you're holding, the expectance that you're holding, and that allows you to not entangle in trying to get out of desiring or expecting anything, so you don't actually tangle yourself up further, but just let it be where it is, and allow the natural flow of things to take its process, because you're here to learn, for one, and you're here to have fun, you're here to grow. So the growth process comes naturally with being more often. You find that you don't actually enjoy food as much as you did last year, so you don't want to eat as much, when once you were craving food all the time, so you stop eating, and it comes out of nowhere. So then you're able to stop eating more, and you're able to bring it down, and you're able to let's say meditate as a replacement, which is a much healthier, expansive replacement for eating, uh, or whatever it may be. It could be anything for you, but the growth is there. The growth comes with the natural flow of things. So accept your desiring, accept your expectations, and eventually, as you come to understand them, accepting them, loving them for what they are, and then observing them allows you to slowly dissolve them away, cease them, you know. So accept them first, and then you slowly can work on bringing the intensity of desiring down, right? But desire is very natural. We're all born with this. It can be transmuted into higher vibrational frequencies, okay? Um, which is what you're supposed to do. You can even go lower with them, but then you're gonna get into things like fear and whatnot. But you want to go higher with the desire. You want to use the energy of it to transmute itself, and then you want to come into a higher, which I think is involving like devotion and love as you start to get into the higher vibrational uh, frequency, right? But that's gonna be it for today's video. I do thank everybody for watching. Once again, peace out, one love, and have a great evening.